Facilities. The Whitley County Historical Society has requested to add 8 names to the Civil War Memorial out at the courthouse. And they would like to do that by the end of this year, 2013. He didn't give me an exact date. This is Chuck Jones through the society.
But I thought there was 11 names.
He sent me a letter. I have 8 new names to put on the memorial.
Okay. Does that mention how many spaces are available?
11.
That's where I got the 11
That's where
from.
you got the 11.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. I knew I heard the word 11 or number 11 in there somewhere. There's only 11 spaces. So if 3 more Civil War vets die, we're going to be in trouble, right?
Pneumonia.
Yeah, pneumonia.
Okay, we've got a request for permission to use, or to add 8 names to the Civil War Memorial at the courthouse. We have a motion.
Motion to accept.
We have a motion to accept.
Second.
We have a second. Discussion. All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, the same. Okay.
While you're signing that, I have another one for requested permission to use county facility through My Sites Photography. Her name is Ann Stallcamp. She's actually taking pictures this year for the Columbia City High School prom. And they would like to take pictures of the students in their attire on our courthouse lawn around the gazebo. Use that as a background. She will be using some props and lighting because it will be later on in the evening. The date on this is May 4th, 2013.
Do you know that if people want to use the electricity, they have to go to City Hall?
City, yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We don't have anything to do with the electricity in that, so. That's the only request you got
That's
for
the
that day?
only request
and
for that day at this point, yep. And it's from, the hours are 2 to 8.
Check with Denny Fingers. Did you?
Did I? No, I have not yet.
We usually check with him on that.
Why don't we
Yeah,
table
his-
this then
his
until...
name
Yeah, we
is
have
on there.
time, and
Yeah.
so let's
We'll table this one
check with,
until we talk to Danny.
yeah.
That's all I had.
And reason is, Pam, sometimes they say, oh, you know, we've done this before, and they've done this or that, and it's, so,
Okay.
yeah, Denny or Mark should be.
Well, was it last year we allowed the choir or somebody to get their pictures taken on there? So this opened the floodgates.
But it's so darn pretty. I mean, it's almost complimentary, really, that they want to even come to do it.
So yes, that's all I had.
Okay, should we... That's all I have as far as our agenda. Tom, do you have anything?
Tom wasn't here when I talked to Tom Payne, so let me explain to
Great.
Tom what
That's
Tom
perfect.
Payne said. Yeah, that question again.
Oh, yeah.
The 100% full swing requirement.
Yeah.
All Tom's trying to say is, look, we're going to give you a price, we're going to stick with that price. If it gets hot, if it gets cold, price goes up, price goes down, we're sticking with the price. That's what he told me over the phone. I'd have put it on speakerphone, but I don't know how my phone
That's
works
okay.
on speakerphone.
It's a 100% swing full requirement contract.
Yeah. So, and if I'm not mistaken, we've
That's what we had last time.
we've approved the contract, haven't we?
Yes, we have. Yep.
That's what I thought. We just wanted that
We wanted-
answered. So, all we have to do is sign it, and Tom's coming. He will be here at some point in time, and he can take the copies with him, I guess.
Okay.
Or whatever. So, all right.
Do you have anything?
I don't know.
The only thing I have is we're going to be starting to look at health insurance. It's been an issue last year. I think we had over $300,000 increase in our health insurance. And with Obamacare coming up here and all the changes, we're trying to get ahead of this, so the commissioners are going to start working on that at this point. We're gonna try to get a hold of Chad, what's Chad's?
Birch.
Birch from Phillips Financial and Pat Cox from AGA, and try to get things going on that before we do anything. I think we had last year tried to compare a little bit, and in our comparison, we were still cheap going through Phillips and AGA, but we need to have some questions answered with this new program coming up, and I'm afraid that they don't even have the answers at this point. But that's something that we're going to be doing. There was an issue this week, parking for the courthouse, and I need some direction from the commissioners on this. The city has asked us not to have our security park in front of the courthouse, and we end up using two spaces because the security that's working for the 4 hours, when there's a change,
That's
we
true, they
end
do.
up having
Yeah.
two spaces
Okay.
there. Talked to the mayor about it a little bit. He was saying that they're getting complaints from the business owners there that they have no parking for their customers. You know, that's their secondary parking, that if they need to, that they park in that area. Talked to him about the 5 spaces that are by the city hall there, and he said that what those are used for mostly is if they have meetings at the city hall, people park in those spaces. So he really wasn't willing to back off on anything. There were rumors about him or the city taking our south parking and using that, but he said that he has no indications that they would ever do anything like that. So the next thing that I did talk to Mike Schrader this morning about the situation. Mike suggested, he parks in back of the jail, and he didn't think that it was a problem for everybody else to park in back of the jail and walk over. I did ask if there would be any time that they would need their vehicles right away to do anything, and he didn't think that would be an issue. But I guess I'm throwing that out to the other commissioners for discussion.
The only thing I guess I would say is I don't know that ultimately it's a commissioner's problem, I understand that, but I think I would have passed the problem on to the sheriff, because that's his bailiwick. Those are his employees, so, I say that sort of from let's don't get in trouble for going over his head, but I don't know.
Well, I guess one of the reasons that I went to the mayor is because, it's kind of a rumor, and I just wanted to make sure that
Oh, okay.
hear from
Okay.
the mayor what
Okay.
truly
All right.
was going on with
Well,
the park.
I probably in the arena of parking. Okay, I don't know if you've heard about this or not. There's some ladies who have recently retired. They like to come to downtown on the square, have lunch. They take a really long lunch. They all got parking tickets for over parking. I said, why don't you park in our east lot? Yeah, it's a block away, but why don't you park there? They went to park there, and a city policeman told them that's also 3-hour parking in that lot. And I contend they don't have the right to do that, so.
I think really we need to talk to Longabaugh on that then.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
talk to him.
I just thought it was a nice thing to do. Heck,
Sure.
nobody uses that thing.
That's
Actually,
great.
get it taken advantage of by business owners who use it and don't pay us for the use of it, so. I just thought it was a nice thing to do, and next thing I know, I'm getting yelled at, so.
The only other option I could come up with, and I hesitate to bring this up because I haven't talked to Denny yet, but there is parking where the judges park. There are probably 5 spaces available there. But I'm not sure if Denny wants anybody close to that air conditioning unit parking there, but there are 5 spaces there. It could be used, but I'd rather talk to Denny.
My guess, and Tom would remember, my guess is 3 for commissioners and 2 for judges. Does that sound right? Because commissioners used to always park in there, so.
I don't know, what's your thoughts on that? Is that something we should talk to Denny about, or is that,
Well, yeah, I mean,
or just turn it over to the sheriff and let him?
yeah, oh, you're thinking about letting those guys park. I got
Yeah.
you. Yeah, that's,
Use it for security, one of them for security, or,
For as long as I can remember, and I've been biting my tongue for the last 3 minutes, the same blankety-blank excuse the city has always used. So many of our businesses are complaining because there's no parking space. Every business is not, if the business wants, this could be a good revenue sharing for the mayor and their council, is the fact, sell 2 spots to Moore's Shoes. That's where the complaints probably come, or ball first. Sell them to it for $1,000, $1,000, whatever you can get them. And those have to be reserved for those people. But you go downtown anytime, and I would challenge you, any business, downtown Columbia City, that you can't find a parking place within the north or the south side of that place. Now, how many go to Fort Wayne and they'll walk all the way from 9:30 all the way into Sears or someplace and not think a thing about it?
you're right.
They don't have parking there. You go in there and this is about any day, and you go down here and I would challenge them. Tell me when you don't have a parking space. Now, if they're gonna have a winding on a super sale that opens at 9 o'clock for all stores, I'll grant. But any ordinary day, what there isn't a parking space at least on 2 sides of that stores. Northwest, east, south, northeast, whatever the combination might be. And we used to, and I'd be happy for you to remind the mayor, that we used to have those 5 parking spaces a long time ago in Jim Tagmeyer administration. And they whined about it, so we gave them those 5 spaces. Maybe we ought to ask for 2 of the 5 back. Because I don't think the city has a jurisdiction to say, oh yeah, we want all the parking spaces around the government, or the courthouse. And I would remind, as far as adding additional space, we bought a lot down south of the jail. Put a bunch of spaces in there for parking. Sure, we use some, but it's also available to the city. We put this one out here. Sure, one of them is for our employees, the other, general public. And I would challenge you again, how many times does a policeman come out here and see if there's stickers on the windshield that you should be parking there? I haven't seen them out there once. So, you know, I think the county has more than really done their share of providing parking spaces, and for them to start to come up and say, oh, we're going to start ticketing people, we're going to start doing this, well, clean your own house first. Now, Otto, the last 5 minutes you can strike off that film, because I don't want to have
no, I'm gonna continue, so don't strike it yet, okay? I almost guarantee you, we, as a rule, when it's nice, we walk to lunch, don't we?
Yeah.
And when we make that lunch, now I'll grant you it's the first and third Mondays, but I'll grant you when we make that walk, I could almost close my eyes and tell you what car's gonna be parked here. Right out here is gonna be a Pontiac with front bumper damaged on it. I can tell you at a local insurance agency exactly where cars are gonna be parked. So the problem's not ours. The problem's not ours, and I'm not sure what kind of message you know, they talk about wanting to revitalize downtown Columbia City. I'm not sure what kind of message you're sending when you do things like that, so.
Well, another thing we had, when we started out to buy the businesses where this was, the karate shop, and I don't know what was in between, but then the bank and the old Gates Law offices. People across the street were so upset with the county. Oh, you're gonna drive all of our business away. You're gonna create dust. Well, usually, yeah, you tear down a business, you're gonna have dust, granted, especially those older buildings. And I'll guarantee you, the only thing we really did, yes, we did create dust, but we misplaced about 31 pigeons that gotta go across the street and roost up there so they can, on the sidewalk. You were supposed to bleep that out.
And we brought, and I won't say we, I wasn't involved in you guys.
County.
And what you did was, you brought more people to town.
Yeah, they come down here now, they, you know,
That's right.
they park here, come in,
Let's
pay
go
their
get a
taxes,
Coney
walk across,
dog,
get shoes.
let's get shoes, let's
Yeah.
look at
You know,
furniture.
I'm
So, you
not
know,
picking
we're-
on more shoes or anything else, but
I'm not either, but I'm
know
just
where
I'm thinking this
I
parking
doubt it.
thing has kind of become a joke to me.
It has.
So,
Every
if
time
I
it-
understand right now, they have
every
a
time it's the
policeman who does
county's
that.
fault
Yeah,
for some
yeah.
reason.
We now have a city policeman who does the parking.
He's there
Yeah.
every 2 hours.
Well,
My tires are going out of balance because of all
They
the
keep
chalk
whacking 'em.
I've got on my tires.
But at least
a lot of
it
chalk.
seems like the county always is the one that gets blamed for something. And I'm tired of it. I'm gonna stand it. They can't hurt me. 3 more years and I'm out of here anyway. And I'm just saying, there's nothing that they can do outside of go out here in the parking lot and tag my tire, but I have a parking sticker there in my window. And I'm just saying that, okay, don't put it out on the street. Come and talk to us first.
Right.
See if we can sell it. And I commend you for going down, and Don has done the same thing here, Chairman. Go down and talk to them, see if we can solve the problem. But no, it's always complaining out on the street, darn county again. And
did I tell you how I got the story? I had a county employee come up to me, and they were all bothered because he heard the county, he or she, I don't know what it was, the county was going to take away the assigned parking spots on the south side of the courthouse and make it first come, first serve. I don't know how those stories get out.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know how
See,
those
those
stories
are-
get out.
there's been names on those and painted, we take care of them, it's worked out. It's not like one office over there, department over there gets 3 spaces all
No.
together, that's surely.
You guys back on February the 1st of 2006 created the best document. I really used it last year. You created a very good parking document for government employees. I have it
Still
somewhere.
have that.
You still have that? It's a wonderful document, and so last time this came up, I said, well, here's the document, this is what it says. Why would we change it now? So
Thank you.
it was a wonderful document.
Maybe you ought to present that to the city fathers, see if they have any complaint.
Yeah.
Sure.
I just don't want to see any tickets.
I don't want
in our
difficulty
parking lot.
with them,
No,
but come on,
no.
guys, we're adults, let's grow up. If you have a problem, come and talk to us.
Mhm.
I agree.
Yeah, we shouldn't have to chase down rumors.
No, you're exactly right. Rumors are rumors.
Man, Otto, this baby's gonna be worth some money, I'm telling you. You can get some bucks out of this thing. Like Tom.
Go play this before city council meets tonight, and see what takes it. That's Tom.
Yeah.
Okay. Tom, would you like to come up?
Sure.